Hello YouTube, Cubic Comic Addict here, doing a 100 subscriber contest for Gizmoat17. Just want to say that I'm very angry I didn't find your channel until like yesterday, I believe. Uh, just awesome content. You two are hilarious. I love the banter between you and your wife. Appreciate that you think that my voice is sultry. Uh, I actually have been asked by friends before to read them stories when they're less than, uh, let's just say they're drunk. And they're like, hey, read me shit. I've heard that before. I could definitely put some people to sleep reading some comics. But I love your channel. Big fan. Definitely going to start watching you guys all the time. So here's my contest entry. First off, I gotta shout out YouTubers under 100 subs. You mentioned J Punish, he's an awesome guy. Everyone should be subbed to him. J Punish 7 shows some awesome stuff. Besides that, Kakerlak is really good. He's friends with Lunchbox Batman, I believe. Always shows really good stuff when he posts stuff. Also, a guy under 50 subs, I believe, Lord Tapman, shows some pretty cool stuff. Didn't contest entry for my contest. Showed some really awesome things. How long have I been collecting? I've been collecting from like 5 to 15. I went into the city with my dad when he worked, and every Saturday when we would be leaving, we would stop on our way home at like Midtown Comics or some of the ones closer to the train station, or people would even be selling comics and trading cards along like the row as you would be walking to Penn Station in front of Toys R Us there. I mean, I bought a lot of Silver Age comics with my dad and didn't understand anything about them. And then around 15, I stopped caring about comics altogether for some strange reason. I would assume girls. And then recently picked it back up again, probably around Christmas time. I don't want to say the only reason I started doing it was because of I saw my father had Hulk 181, and I started looking at prices on it, and I was like, holy crap, this is Hulk 181. And then I started reading Frank Miller, and I just fell back into it again. I started seeing Todd McFarlane's art, and after that it was all downhill. Anyway, so I've been collecting again really solidly, I'd say, for about 3-4 months. Most uncommon comic opinion, or unpopular comic opinion, sorry. I would say that my most unpopular comic opinion is that I actually I don't like the new grading system that they're coming in with, the raw grades from CBCS, but I don't like comics getting graded in general. I'm starting to find I really like the feel of an actual comic in your hands, being able to open it up and look at the inside pages if you so choose to. I understand that it's not as safe, but I mean, still on my top loaders and with the full backs, I feel like my comics are pretty well protected. I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of grading. Like, I thought that I was going to get things like my grails graded, but I'm not even 100% sure that I'm going to anymore. I mean, I just love these books to pieces no matter what some guy says my grade is. I know basically roughly what they are. I don't really need somebody to tell me that. And as far as the raw grading, the raw grading from CBCS, I mean, it's cheaper. They give you a rough idea of what it is. If you can't tell if a book's been touched up or trimmed, then that's on you. I mean, that's how comics should be. That's how comics have been dealt for years. I'm not a big fan of the grading. But anyway, on to the next thing. Best non-eBay / LCS find. Unfortunately, I don't go to too many flea markets, and I don't do too many Craigslist things. A lot of my purchases are either my local LCS or eBay especially. I'm a big eBay warrior, I would say. But here are two books that I got. that I can show. This one I got really fairly recently. That was at a flea market. $5 for it. The guy didn't even really know what it was, and it's not a very expensive book, but I love Adam Hughes, and I was pretty stoked to get that for $5. And then this I bought from a guy on Craigslist. That's a Hulk 1, is it 281? What is it? Hulk 271, sorry. That's first Rocket Raccoon appearance. That's double signed by Jim Shooter and Stan Lee. 9.8 grade, you probably can't see it. I bought that for $350, I think. Yeah. So that's a pretty damn good buy. If I were to put that up, I'd probably want like 8 or 9. I like that thing a lot. Very, very hard to find a white old book in a 9.8 grade. Yeah, beautiful. Then current on hand Grail. Well, I have 2 books that I would consider my grails. One older, very, very high grade copy, The First Punisher, AMS 129. One of my favorite covers of all time. That's in the 9.0 to 9.4 range. The one problem with it is a little bit of around the staple. There's like 2 ticks. I don't know, maybe just like staple. I don't know how you would describe it, but it's like 2 indentations near the staple. It's fully attached and all that, but very, very nice colors. Off-white to white. Maybe white, but it's probably off-white to white. Just beautiful, beautiful book. Regardless of the grade, I love that thing to pieces. And everyone knows I love some Adam Hughes. And I got that recently. That's probably my favorite Adam Hughes cover. My favorite cover in general. I mean, love that thing. And like you said, everyone has different opinions in grails, so I'm an Adam Hughes fan, so I mean, I don't think there's a better Adam Hughes book to own. Cover. And then show off lesser known variant once again. Because I've only been doing this for about 4 months, I've kind of been focusing on more well-known variants. So I mean, lesser known, I could only think of 3 kind of lesser known ones, so I'll just show you what I thought. Tomb Raider 33, there's the B cover. I mean, Tony Daniels, the other one's Adam Hughes, so I'll say there's the lesser known. I mean, I feel like people just don't know there's a variant, kind of. Or if it is a variant, it might just be a B cover. I'm not sure what it counts as, but I love it anyway. Again, not exactly stealthy, but Spider-Gwen 1 is an Adam Hughes variant. Doesn't really look like Adam Hughes work. I kind of let this slip under my radar for a little while, so I'm not sure how many people know about it. Same thing with this. Beautiful cover, not a cheap book. Not sure how many people really think of it. Teen Titans 88. I know it was on somebody's want list for 2017. It is a beautiful, beautiful book, and I love that thing. But that's what I thought were some of my lesser-known variants. I know those aren't exactly the most stealthy of stealths, but that's my contest entry. Once again, Gizmoat and Mrs. Gizmoat and Little Giz. Love you guys' channel from what I've been watching. Definitely going to continue watching every video you guys put out. Thank you guys for putting out this contest. I'm glad I could show support for you guys in any way I could. Anyone that doesn't know about them, please give them a look. If you guys like Archangel and his wife, very, very similar. I could just see those 2 couples like getting together and sharing a meal and just talking hilariously about comics. And probably the girls ganging up on the guys, because that's what they do. Damn women. I love you guys. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll catch you next time.